All we are eating every day, but we don't know how to eat. How to eat, what to eat, what time to eat, how much to eat. We are unknown about it. Yes, the food is our source of the vitality, life energy, our real fuel, but we are not consuming very well. If we able to learn this very important art of having food, that can be a great achievement in our life. Because the body you have now is just a reflection of the food. The mind you have is byproduct of your food. Whole of your gross existence is just byproduct of your food. Isn't it? So, food is very important things. But if you see the data in modern time, people are dying, more people are dying because of the ill information how to eat a food rather than malnutrition. We don't have clear information how to receive food, how to eat food. If you see real data, people are not dying because they are not having a less food, because they are having a random disorder and more food. All the disease like obesity and heart disease and uric acid, many more disease, which is associated with our food we take. So, if we learn the art of having food, we can prevent many more problems. So, very first, I would like to suggest to you the food without hunger is just slow poison. Food without hunger is slow poison. Your food is not digested inside, again you put very forcefully. Psychologically. We eat because it's time to eat. We eat because it's time to office. We eat because it's our time to eat. We eat because it's our culture to eat. We eat because someone requests. We eat because some party or some things. We eat because it's free food. Or many more.
Tastes good.
Yeah. Yeah. We eat because it tastes good. It tastes good. Or many more. But your body is not asking. You're putting the things which is not asking by your body. That becomes your problem. So, without hunger, never receive the food. That's very first point. Second point, many Ayurvedic and yoga consultants, they suggest fill your half of your stomach by your food, 1/3 for your water, 1/3 for the air, the space. While we have the food and we become so heavy, never eat such a food which makes you heavy. There is three principles of the food: mitahara, ritahara, and sitahara. Mitahara means your food should be very friendly. The food which doesn't give you a comfort, that is not your best food. whatever the food is, whoever they explain their attributes, the food which makes you comfort, that is your best food. Mitahara means the food which give you very comfort, relax after having it. That is mitahara. Ritahara means we have to eat seasonable fruits and food, which is very good for the health, according to the seasons. And next one is Sitahara. Sitahara means appropriate, balanced diet with the right time. If we manage all these three, then we can get a better health. Our food should be in a pyramid shape. Do you know pyramid shape? It means eat your breakfast by yourself, share your lunch with your friend, give your dinner to your enemy. Your breakfast should be heavy so that you have to eat yourself. Your lunch should be moderate. That's why share with your friend. And dinner is not essential for the body because after dinner we sleep. So we have no place to invest our energy after having food. So give your dinner to the enemy so that they can die very soon. I'm not suggesting like that, but it has said that. Mostly what we do after feeling throughout the body up to the throat, then we sleep. That food doesn't help for our any kind of the health. So even if you eat your dinner, you should eat before 3 hours of your sleeping. Like here in yoga home, we eat around 7, then we sleep around 10, I think. That is good. But what we do back at home, we eat up to late night, then suddenly we sleep. That is very unhealthy. So, dinner is not very important. As being a yogi, and many yogic cultures and Buddhist culture and Jain culture, they don't eat after sunset. Because up to there is sun, your digestive fire is stronger. After sunset, your digestive fire becomes weaker. So better not to eat after sunset, if you really can follow the yogic way of having food. If you can't do that, at least in the night time, don't eat so much. Eat less as much as you can. Because you don't have to invest the energy somewhere else after having your food. Very importantly, I'm going to tell you how to eat food. Mostly, what we do, we keep in front television, on the side laptop and mobile, and talking in the mobile. In front we have a friend. Many things we are engaging. On the same time, we are having food. Having food is greatest prayer. It means you are receiving the energy of the source. You are receiving the energy from the nature. Food is gift of the nature. Nature is gift of the God. That's why your food is very great gift from the God. On that time, God is gifting some things, but you are ignoring. That's your fuel for whole day. That's your fuel for mental, emotional, and spiritual progress. So while having your food, you should do very mindfully. You should feel the energy of the food. While it comes in front of you, very fast you have to be so grateful. On the same time, on the same day, many people, they are struggling with the hunger. Isn't it? While you are eating, on the same moment, many people are struggling with the hunger. They are not getting the food. Very first, you should be so grateful because your food in front of you. The things you have, you don't have value. You don't give the big credit and value for that. Suppose if you don't have eyes, you can understand the very well important of the eye. All we have the eyes, so we don't know important of the eyes. All we have the leg, that's why we don't know important of the leg. All we have the teeth, that's why we don't know important of the teeth. Those who don't have, ask them how much important our teeth is. All we have the hearing power, that's why we are not able to understand the importance of the hearing power. The food we have, we don't know importance of it because we already have. Very first, we should be so grateful. I'm going to have this food today. Before that, you have to be so thankful for the nature. Farmers, workers, truck drivers, laborers, shopkeepers, kitchen workers, cook, helper, everyone. During that time, your saliva gets ready. Your mouth becomes very alkaline, which helps to digest your food. If you suddenly take your food, what happens? Your mouth is not ready. Your alchemy is not ready to digest. At least wait for a while and be grateful. Today I am getting food. If you are a good Reiki healer, you can heal your food. If you are a pranic healer, you can heal your food. Because you are able to magnify the energy of the food. Because food is energy. In our Vedic culture, it has said that Annam Brahma, the food is God. Because God is energy. So, be so grateful, though who is struggling for you, though who sweaten for your food. Many people, they sweaten for your food. You should be so grateful. After that, you should keep your mobile silence. If possible, even you need not to sit with the friends and family together while you are having your food. Because there is no need to talk. You have lots of time to talk. On that time, you are meditating with the food. What's the flavor? What's the taste? What's the sensation? What's the juice? You have to meditate over it. So, taking 1 spoon of the food, and then after that, you close your eyes. Then you have to chew very well. Chewing your food, you have to meditate over its flavor and taste till it doesn't finish. Then again, take a next spoon. It has said that you have a 32 teeth. That's why you have to chew for one bite for 32 times. I'm not asking that much time, but you try your best to enjoy the long and long with your food, so that you can go suddenly mindful state. From today, you can improve your habit. At least during my food, I don't talk someone's. I make my mobile switch up or silence. I don't use any gadget and laptop. It's my very personal time. We never give the personal time for oneself. Even for the food, maybe 10 phone calls they are receiving. Sometimes they have 2 phone calls, one from this side, one from this side. Sometimes they are eating and they are pressing the mobile here and they are eating like this way. We shouldn't do like that way. While you are having your food, you have to meditate very well. After having the food, in our culture, what they do is they keep little bit food for the dog or some crow or bird. It was our culture. If you if you can't do that, maybe at least once a week do fasting. That makes you healthy. The food you save, you can donate to someone. That is the best way. On this whole world, if people cut off one third of their drinkings and alcohols, whole the malnutrition will be finished. Only one third of their drinks, if you're able to cut off. Even in context of Nepal, I was reading a newspaper. Government is thinking to minimize the malnutrition of the children for 15% within 2 years. Now malnutrition rate is high in a remote area of Nepal, in a Karnali province. So many people are suffering, just they are not having food. We don't have a pleasure of it. We have a shelter, that's why we don't know pleasure of the shelter. At least we have to change our habit. Food time is my very private time. On this time, I don't do side talk. I don't receive my phone call. Just I meditate over it. So doing meditation, you have to receive your food. That gives you a very amazing experience. So there is lots of things about the food. While you have the food, you shouldn't drink a lot of the water, because to digest your food you need more hydrochloric acid and a very strong alchemy. While we put the water, it becomes diluted. It should be very concentrated. But while you put the water, it becomes diluted. Not to dilute your alchemy, chemistry, hydrochloric acid, we should avoid the water. But if your food is very dry, on that cases you can drink little bit water, but not too much water. Also, there is a lots of precautions for the food. There is a Vriddha Ahar. Vriddha Ahar means, suppose you eat 2 apples, it can digest 1 or 2 hours. If you drink 1 glass of milk, it can digest 1 or 2 hours. But if you mix together, it can be difficult. That is called Vriddha Ahar. According to naturopath and Ayurveda, they ask, take a less variety of the food, so that their ingredients, their vitamins, their minerals doesn't conflict each others. That is also good, important lessons. If you want to take separate food, after 1 hour, after 30 minutes, you can have a separate. That is more better way. Do you have a habit to drink enough water in the morning? It is very important. Whole the night your body is very dehydrated, very less water over your body. That's why in the morning time you need enough water. Before go to toilet, if you take a water, what happens? Your bowel movement will be very clear and strong, so that you will not be constipated. Right after your bed, suddenly you go for the pee. You shouldn't go for the pee. First, what you have to do? You have to drink water. You should hold your pee in the early morning, just for one time, not for other times. You drink enough water and you do Tadasana, Tirik Tadasana, which immediately makes your bowel movement. Constipation is mother of all the disease. Very first, you have to remove your constipations of your stomach. Then secondly, you have to remove the constipation of your smiling. Smiling is very important, We are constipated in our smiling, laughing. So if your stomach is clear, your brain is clear, mind is clear, vision is clear. Because your brain and stomach is very interrelated. When stomach generates heaviness, your brain becomes heavy. Your brain becomes dull. That's why to make free from constipation is very, very important for all the yogis, all the practitioners. Nowadays, many people have constipations. According to the principle of the naturopath, if you are not non-constipated, if you take a 1 times heavy solidified food, you should go 1 time toilet. If you take a 2 times heavy solidified food, you have to go 2 times toilet, long toilet. If you have a 3 times heavy solidified food, you should go 3 times. Then your stomach becomes clear. But what we do? We go hardly 1 times, but we eat 3 times. We eat like an elephant, then we take out like a bird or insect. That's why if you eat like elephant, we have to take out like elephant. It is very important. Otherwise, it makes a poison. We are making a poisonous because we are constipated. We have to treat any way, anyhow. If you are not able to do, there is a Satakarma in yoga. There is a 6 detox process. Among of them, Sankha Prakshana is a master detox, which is very powerful to remove the constipations. Even that technique is not working. In Ayurveda, there is Panchakarma, which flush out each and everything. If you do the Panchakarma detox, it cleans your whole intestines and colon. So you have to seek some way, because constipation is mother of all the disease. So make yourself non-constipated at any cost. To make you free from constipations, you have to balance your water and pranayama, prana, oxygen. Very important to flow your prana. That's why at least 10-15 minute pranayama in every morning is very, very important. There is no movement of your toxic without water and prana. To remove your toxic, you need to take adequate prana, enough prana, oxygen, and water. After that, you can remove your toxic and you can excrete. Yes.
Do you meditate before you go to the restroom, or you go to the restroom and then meditate?
Yes. After restroom, meditation is good, because after the restroom, everything is flushed out. Your body and mind becomes so light. On that time, your meditation becomes very deep and profound.
And if I do yoga, I do toilet, yoga, meditation?
Always, in every early morning, your first job is to be free from toilet. Always. Right after your bed, be so grateful because you have the new day. Many people, they may not wake up next day, but I'm able to wake up. Again, I'm exploring the life. That's why you should be so thankful. After that, directly take a warm water if possible. Enough warm water. Then you have to flush out and you go to toilet and take a shower After shower, your meditation is very good because shower makes your good circulations. On that times, brain becomes so cool and quiet. When you have a quiet mind, your benefit of the meditation becomes very high. It magnified your benefit. So I suggest to have everyday shower because while you have the shower, it helps to balance your water element inside your body. Your body is 70% water element. After shower, you feel so relaxed because your water element is balancing. So, every morning, if you want to follow the yogic culture, it is better to have a regular activities, daily activities like brush or toilet. After that, take a shower. Only after that, practice of the yoga, meditation, prayers, whatever you prefer. Pranayama. There is lots of the asana and pranayama we don't follow without clean stomach. Because your toxic may regulate somewhere. So it is very important to clean it. So yoga itself is a part of life, art of life, science of life. Add more information of the yoga and make your life so happy. Maximize your happiness. Multiply your happiness so that you get less toxic within. If you see, lots of the toxic that is accumulating because of our mindset, brain, thinking pattern. If you really want to be healthy, you have to balance three things. Yukta ahara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmasu, yukta supna bhavodasya, yogo bhavati dukhaha. It means if you don't balance your ahar, bihar and vichar, if you don't balance three things, even you are a good practitioner of the yoga, you don't get a appropriate benefit. What are these three things? Ahar means the food, bihar means exercise, and your activities and deeds. Ahar, bihar, and vichar means thoughts. Ahar means the food, bihar means activity and exercises, and vichar means thoughts. When you balance all these three, then your yoga practice can give you an appropriate benefit. You don't balance these three things, howsoever you stretch your body, you will not get a good benefit. So make these three parts as your part of your lifestyles. Ahar, bihar, and vichar. Food, exercise, and thoughts. Thank you so much for listening me.
Thank you.